Hello guys, so today we will see how to implement a queue using a stack. How to implement a queue using stack. We already know that queue uses first in first out approach. For example, or otherwise we can also say that it is like insertion at tail in linked list. For example, if I'm inserting or otherwise enqueuing elements in the queue, then it will get added like this in this order. Okay, 1, 2, 3 and then 4. Same thing in stack, if I'm adding, then it will get added. It uses the insertion at head approach. For example, if I'm adding 1, then it will get added at first. After that 2, then again 2 is at the first. If I'm adding 3, then 3 is at the first, and then I'm adding 4, then is at the then the 4 is at the first as a first element. So which uses stack uses the last in first out approach. So the last added element is 4. So if I am popping out this element, then I will get 4 as the first element. But here in queue it uses the first in first out approach. How can I able to implement a queue using a stack? That's why for this purpose only I am using another stack. For this purpose only I am using another stack. So first thing is I have to insert the elements into the stack. Again what I am going to do is I am going to insert the elements or otherwise push the elements from stack 1 to stack 2. I will repeat it again. This one is very important. So I am adding or otherwise I am pushing the elements from stack 1 to stack 2. So it will be like if I'm pushing elements from stack 1 to stack 2, then I will get elements like 4. After that comes 3. After that 2. After that 1. So you can see here stack 2 as having the same order as in the queue. So I will just repeat it again. We have the same order like in the queue. So which means that we implemented the queue using a stack. We implemented the queue using a stack. So how to implement this one in code, we will see it next. Thank you. Hello guys, so today we will see how to implement a queue using stack. So today we will see how to implement a queue using a stack. For that I took a simple class with the name queue with stack. Okay, so first of all we need two stacks. So I'm just typing these two stacks and I'm naming this stack as old stack and then new stack. Okay, so I'm taking two stack. So now we are seeing how to implement a queue using two stacks. Okay, so simply I created two stacks, old and new stack, and then inside the constructor I'm going to initialize these two stacks. Okay, so how to initialize it? I'm just initializing it to new stack. Okay. So and then I'm initializing new stack also. Okay, and then I'm initializing new stack also. So simply I took two stacks and I just named it as old stack and then new stack, and then inside the constructor I initialized these two stacks. So first of all, what is the operation we need in queue? We need enqueue, which is something like push operation in stack, but in stack we use last in first out approach, but in queue we use first in first out approach. So that's why we are seeing now how to implement a queue using a stack. Okay, so we need an enqueue method. So for enqueue method I'm taking the argument data. So we just send the integer data as an argument and then we just insert that data into the queue. So simply what I'm doing here is I'm going to insert all the elements into the new stack. So I'm going to insert all the data into the new stack. What are all the data which I'm getting? I'm just inserting all those data into the new stack. So which is a void method. I didn't give the return type, that's why it is showing error. Okay, so what is the next operation? So next operation is dequeue. So which is something like deleting the element But before that, we need to have one important method. So I'm naming this method as shift stack. Naming this method as shift stack. So this is the method which converts the stack into the queue. So this method is very important. So this is the method which converts the stack into the queue. So we already know that stack follows last in first out approach, and then queue follows the first in first out approach. So how we are changing the stack from queue? So we will do it in this method. Okay. So first condition is we need to check the old stack is empty. See here, in old stack I didn't added any elements, only in new stack I added the new elements. Okay, so I'm checking like if old stack is empty, it should be empty, right? If the old stack is empty, and then inside that I'm checking like while new stack is not empty, because I already inserted all the elements in the new stack. So I'm checking like new stack is not empty. While new stack is not empty, then I'm just copying the element from the new stack and then inserting the element in the old stack. Okay, if suppose for example I am inserting elements like 1, and then in stack it will get added like 1, and then 2, and then 3, because it uses last in first out approach. Like this it got inserted into the stack. So if I'm popping out, then I will get elements like 3. So first I will get 3. So here I will just show it here. So new stack dot pop, I'm just popping the elements and I'm adding all those elements into the old stack. Adding all those elements into the old stack. So here I'm showing. So here what happens is, see carefully. So here I inserted elements. If suppose I'm inserting elements like 1, 2, 3, then it will get inserted in this way in stack, which is last in first out approach. Okay. So first thing is, first I'm popping the element. So first element is 3. I'm popping the element 3. So it will get pushed as the last element. So here in this stack it is the first element, new stack it is the first element, but I'm popping out and I'm inserting into the other stack. So in the old stack it is the last element. Okay, so in the same way I will pop 2 next 2, then 2 will get added like this, and then I will pop 1, then I will pop 1, and then 1 will get added like this. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and then it will get pushed to like 1, 2, 3. So if I insert the elements into the queue, the order is same. So using 2 stacks we can able to achieve the queue operation. Okay, and then I'm just inserting, so I'm just implementing the pop operation. So public integer and then pop. So here what I'm going to do is, so here in old stack is like queue for us for now. Okay, so it follows the insertion order. So I'm just going to pop the elements from the old stack, elements from the old stack, and then integer value, I'm assigning it to a value, and then I'm returning the value. Okay, if I want to check is empty, then I will check like public void is empty. Just check like if old stack is empty, then I'm just going to return true, or otherwise return false. So this method is the only different thing which is different from stack implementation. Okay, so here the main thing is I used 2 stacks, just old stack and then new stack. Okay, so that I will get the insertion like in queue. So we'll call, okay, we are getting an error. Okay, I'm again and again making mistake in return type, I think. So now from the main method I'm going to call all those methods. So public static void main of string arguments, and then so here my class name is queue with stack. So I'm creating an object queue with stack and then queue equal to new queue with stack. Okay, and then I'm doing like I'm going to call the enqueue method. So it has to follow the insertion order, which means that enqueue. So if I'm inserting data like 1 and then 2 and then 3, then it I have to get the output like 1 to 3. If it is stack, then I will get the output like 3 to 1, which is important. Yeah. So I'm enqueuing all those things, and then I'm just popping one element alone. I'm just popping out q dot, and then I'm printing this in 1. This is out, popped value, and then I'm going to pop the other two elements also, so that we can check whether the queue is empty or not. So how can we check that one? Then queue dot, I'm calling the method is empty. Okay, so I will just execute. So here I enqueued, which means that I inserted data like 1, 2 and then 3. So if I do pop, then I have to get 1. If it is stack, okay, here I have to use the name dq, because in queue we use the name dq. So I'm using the name dq, which is not pop, because in stack only we call it as pop. Okay, so it has to follow the first in first out approach. So here also I made a mistake, so we will execute and check how it is coming. Okay, I'm getting an error. So actually I found out the mistake. In dq method I didn't even call this shift stack, because in shift stack only I'm adding all the elements in the old stack. So you can see here in this method only I'm adding all the elements from new stack to the old stack. So I didn't even mention this method, so that's why we are getting error. So I'm checking now again. So we got the value 1, so which is right, and then I'm going to check these two things. Okay, so here you can see it is empty, because I popped or dequeued all the elements from the queue. So we are getting the queue empty. So I will explain to you again. Simply I created one class. So here I took two stacks, old stack and then new stack, and then I'm initializing these two things in the constructor. In enqueue, simply what I'm doing is I'm inserting all the incoming input elements into the new stack. And then I'm using one extra method here. So in this method only we are changing the stack into a queue. So what I'm doing is I'm just popping the elements from the new stack and then adding it to the old stack. So that last in first out approach will become first in first out. So I can achieve the implementation of queue using two stacks. Okay, and then in dequeue simply I'm calling the method shift stack, so that elements from the new stack get added to the old stack, and then I'm popping out the elements. In empty we are just checking like if the old stack is empty or not. So because in old stack only we are having the elements now. So this is how we can implement a stack using, okay, this is how we can implement a queue using two stacks. So this is very important, and I like this problem very much. I don't know why, because it is simple actually if we know the concept. So then we will meet again with another video with a new algorithm problem. Until then, bye, and thank you for watching.